Why Kaspa's tech is 5 years ahead of the game explained for Degans. If you missed Bitcoin in 2011, if you watched Ethereum launch at 30 cents and thought, nah, it's too early, if you ignored Solana at 20 cents, Cardano at 2 cents, or even Dogecoin at literal fractions of a penny, then this video might just be your shot at redemption. Because today, we're diving into Kaspa, a project that isn't just fast or cheap or undervalued. It's technically 5 years ahead of every other Layer 1 blockchain on the market. We're talking a blockDAG architecture, GhostDAG protocol, sub-second block times, and proof of work that actually scales. No sharding, no Layer 2 band-aids, and no VC megadumps. And before you write this off as another altcoin hype fest, this isn't hype. This is a radical reinvention of how blockchains work, and the craziest part? It's all live. Not vaporware. Not a roadmap promise. Right now. So if you're a Degan, builder, miner, or just a crypto nerd who's tired of centralized L1S and VC Ponzi's, strap in. Let's unpack why Kaspa is years ahead of the game, and why this could be your 2011 Bitcoin moment. What is Kaspa really? First, the basics, but we're skipping the fluff. Kaspa is a Layer 1 blockchain protocol launched in 2021 by a group of academics and hardcore developers, including Jonathan Sompolinski, a researcher whose work literally inspired Ethereum's Ghost protocol. But unlike Ethereum, Kaspa isn't built to be just another smart contract platform. It's designed from the ground up to solve the trilemma, decentralization, scalability, and security, in a way that no traditional chain ever could. At its core, Kaspa uses something called a blockDAG, a directed acyclic graph version of a blockchain, powered by a protocol called GhostDAG. That might sound complicated, but here's what it means. Instead of choosing one single chain of blocks and throwing away the rest like Bitcoin and Ethereum do, Kaspa says, why not just accept all the valid blocks, even if they come at the same time? That's the core innovation. And it changes everything. Blockchain versus blockDAG. What's the big deal? Let's break this down, Degan style. Traditional blockchains. Think of Bitcoin. It creates one block every 10 minutes. If two miners find a valid block at the same time, only one survives. The other is orphaned, basically thrown in the trash. This is slow, wasteful, and it makes scaling insanely hard. Now flip the model. blockDAG, Kaspa's model. With Kaspa, multiple blocks can be accepted at once, even if they're created simultaneously. There's no need to throw away valid blocks. Instead, they all get organized in a directed acyclic graph, or DAG, like a tree branching in real time. This means faster block times. Kaspa is doing 1 block per second, and aiming for 10 plus in the future. Higher security, because blocks confirm each other in a web-like structure. No orphan waste, all miner work gets used. Insane throughput without compromising decentralization. Imagine trying to pour traffic down a one-lane road, Bitcoin. Now imagine building an entire grid of highways that all work together, Kaspa. That's the difference. Why GhostDAG is the real alpha. Now here's the secret sauce, GhostDAG. This is the protocol Kaspa uses to order all those simultaneous blocks. It doesn't just say, accept them all and hope for the best. GhostDAG sorts them in a way that preserves consensus and security. It chooses a blue set of blocks, the ones that form the most connected, valid group, and discards anything too far off. Not quite orphans, but more like distant cousins. So it gets the best of both worlds. Bitcoin-grade security, DAG-level speed and scalability. The genius? This protocol is provably secure. It's not just a theory. It's based on real cryptographic proofs and peer-reviewed research, the kind Ethereum devs have been referencing for years. In short, GhostDAG takes the chaotic energy of a DAG and tames it into a coherent, secure ledger, faster than any traditional blockchain can manage. Proof of work isn't dead. Now here's where things get spicy. Kaspa is not some proof-of-stake, VC-farmed, click-to-validate toy. Kaspa is 100% proof of work. You might think, wait, isn't proof of work old tech? Isn't it inefficient? Not with Kaspa. Here's why POW makes sense again. Energy efficiency. Because Kaspa allows all blocks, there's less wasted energy from orphan blocks. Fair launch, no pre-mine. No VC bags. No insider allocations. Miner inclusivity. Anyone with a GPU can mine it. This isn't ASIC territory yet, it's open season for the people. Plus, miners are actually helping to scale the network by producing fast, parallel blocks, instead of congesting it like on Bitcoin or Ethereum. In a world full of centralized proof-of-stake scams and foundation-controlled emissions, Kaspa is a breath of fresh POW air. Sub-second blocks, the speed demon of crypto. Let's talk speed. Kaspa processes 1 block per second and is targeting 10 blocks per second with upcoming optimizations. Compare that to Bitcoin, 1 block every 10 minutes. Ethereum, 13 seconds per block. Solana, fast, but unstable and relies on centralized validators. Avalanche, fast but not truly decentralized at scale. Kaspa, fully decentralized, fully on-chain, and already faster than 99% of the market. It's like driving a Formula 1 car while everyone else is still pushing shopping carts. And get this, confirmation time is also rapid. You don't have to wait 30 minutes for your transaction to be safe. With Kaspa, a transaction is often secure within seconds. Decentralization that actually scales. Most blockchains sacrifice something for speed. Usually decentralization. Solana? A few dozen validators with high hardware requirements. Avalanche? Complicated subnets and central coordination. Ethereum? L2S that requires centralized sequencers and rollups. Kaspa? None of that. It scales at layer 1. No rollups. No bridges. No centralized sequencers. Just raw digi power and GhostDAG ordering. Anyone with basic hardware can run a full node. Anyone with a decent GPU can mine. That's real decentralization. At scale. Tokenomics that don't rug you. Kaspa launched fair. No pre-sale. No VC cut. No pre-mine. Just pure, grassroots, proof-of-work emissions. The tokenomics. Total supply, 28.7 billion KAS. Emissions reduce gradually every month, not in sudden halving events, called the chromatic emission curve. Smooth, predictable supply equals no wild inflation dumps. This creates long-term alignment between miners, holders, and users. It's the opposite of VC pump and dumps like Aptos or Sway. Roadmap and what's coming in 2025. You want forward momentum? Kaspa's cooking. Here's what's next. 10 blocks per second scaling, targeted for 2025. Smart contract layer, Rust-based, being explored by the community. Mobile wallet and integration with hardware wallets. Bridges to Ethereum and other ecosystems. ASIC resistance improvements. Wider exchange listings, rumors include Coinbase interest. And because it's fully open source, development is community-driven, not dictated by a foundation or cartel. Okay, but can it 100x? Here's the question every Deegan's thinking. Can this actually 100x? Let's look at the numbers. Kaspa's market cap as of today? Under $3 billion. Total supply? Capped at 28.7 B. It's already the fastest layer 1 on proof of work. It's gaining miner adoption, wallet holders, and exchange traction. And it's still early, most crypto investors haven't even heard of it. If Kaspa reaches even 10% of Ethereum's market cap, you're looking at a 10-20x from here. If it becomes the go-to-POW alternative in a post-Bitcoin world? Now we're not saying ape with your rent money, but if you're looking for asymmetric upside with real tech behind it, this is it. Why it matters for crypto's future. Kaspa isn't just a faster blockchain. It's a proof that the blockchain trilemma is solvable without selling your soul to centralization. It proves that proof of work isn't dead. Scaling is possible at layer 1. DAGs aren't a meme, they're the next evolution. You don't need billion-dollar VC rounds to build world-changing tech. It brings crypto back to its roots. Decentralized. Open. Permissionless. So here's the final take. If you believe crypto's next wave will be built on speed, fairness, and real decentralization, If you missed Bitcoin in 2011, if you missed Ethereum in 2015, then Kaspa in 2025 might be your shot. But don't take our word for it. Dive into the docs. Check the code. Watch the dev calls. And if this video gave you even one nugget of alpha, smash that subscribe button. This is Crypto Wonderworld, and we bring nothing but raw, unfiltered, high-velocity crypto intel. We're just getting started.